Testing, test one, test two. Check one, check two, check one, check two. Check one, check two. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Riddle Pace Field tonight for live action and coverage of the Terry Sikes Memorial Tournament here in 2025. And this one hit the other way, going to get down for a base knock in no man's land. Going to round the bag and hold up at one. That's a leadoff hit for Melvin of the Straughn Tigers. Unfortunately, I do not have first names for either teams, so everyone will only have one name. That'll bring up number 21, Radford, with Melvin over at first. Nobody out. And this one's skied in the air. And the second baseman ranges forward and makes the grab for out number one. Tournament was kicked off last night as Ayrton faced off against Charles Henderson. That went 9-6 Ayrton's way. And it's been a long day of baseball here at Charles Henderson and over at Pike Lib. That'll bring up Ashbury for his first cuts. Melvin still over at first. And a called strike low and away. 0-2. And that one misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Spins a breaking ball, misses just inside. Fastball misses low and away. Full count now, 3-2. And that one goes for ball 4. Ashbury at first, Melvin at second. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, number 11, Grissett. 2 on, 1 away. And he'll lay down a bunt to the left side. Pitcher going to range for it. It's going to be a close play at first. He's there as it gets away past the first baseman. 1 run will score. And Ashbury's held up at third. It's a makeshift double. It's going to be a bunt for a hit. And Grissett collects an RBI as Catholic. Oh my gosh, I've been reading the. No, that's right. Okay, they have it wrong on the scoreboard. So Straughn takes a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. 1 away, 2 men in scoring position. That'll bring up Moreno. He's one that we actually do get the names for since his name's abbreviated. So JT Moreno takes that one for ball 1 and swings at that one. It's fouled off. Breaking ball called on the inside part for strike 2. And swung on inside. Came up with nothing. He goes down on strikes. First victim of the day for Jackson on the mound for Montgomery Catholic. And now it's number 3, Rizzler. And right back to the well. Curveball on the inside part of the plate goes for strike 1. 2 on, 2 away. And fouls that one off down the first base line. Oh and 2 to Rizzler. Open stance, back foot's on the line, and he's hit by pitch. That'll load the bases for Joyner, who will be on the mound in the bottom half of the inning. So the bases are juiced. It's going to have to be a base knock to score one, though. And this one hit in the air to center field, well struck, but it's right at the center fielder who snags it for out number 3. So Straughn puts one across in the top of the first inning. It's 1-0. Bottom of the first inning. Montgomery Catholic Knights getting their first cuts in this one. They just played Citronelle High School. This one hit foul down the right field line. Montgomery Catholic. Oh, what part of the state are they from? I always forget. I'll have to think on that one. It's Joyner on the mound for Straughn, and a get-me-over curveball does its job. Working fast, it's 0-2. And whips a fastball. White stays alive. And if my sight doesn't fail me, I believe Troy has a sliver of turf on the mound so that nobody really messes up with the only dirt of the field. This one hit to the right side, fielded cleanly on the hop by the second baseman, but White beats it out. That's an infield single. Bo Jackson, anyone? That's all you got to do, folks. They don't have to defend a strikeout, but put the ball in play. There's a lot more factors that have to occur. That'll bring up Roch, number 5 for the Knights. And the leadoff man, White, is over at first. Spun a breaking ball for ball 1. From experience, turf fields, the sliding is a lot more fun. You do not sink like you do in dirt or crushed brick. You will almost pick up speed as you slide. So these guys are going to have to start their slide almost 5 feet in front of where they normally would, and you can almost use it like a slip and slide. So I saw it in a couple of plays last game. A lot of guys were over sliding, and we'll probably see a lot of that over the weekend. They'll throw behind. White's back in time. So they just need to be cognizant of that. Turf, very different from dirt. You almost sink in the dirt. On this one, you'll almost pick up speed. This one well struck into left center field. And it's going to get down for a base knock, if not 2. He's going to be waved around. It's going to be 3. And it's an RBI triple for Roch. As White scores from first. And they'll talk to the coach. Might have said something. Did he come out of the coach's box? I'm not entirely sure. Straughn wearing black hats, black jerseys over white pants with a pinstripe on the side. And they'll call a hit by pitch. Lavanda is aboard without moving the bat. And that'll bring up the cleanup man, Hudson, number 18, with runners on the corners. Breaking ball does its job, hits a spot, goes for strike 1. We're all tied up at 1 in the bottom of the first inning. Fastball misses outside. We've got a doubleheader for you guys tonight. Not the teams playing a doubleheader, but we'll have 2 games live for you guys tonight. Straughn and Montgomery Catholic, and then I believe Citronelle and Charles Henderson later tonight. And breaking ball misses inside. I don't think Hudson wants to get hit by a pitch on his first at bat. He's trying to crush one, especially with nobody out. And waves at that one well above the letters. Even count now, 2-2. It was a nice day in Troy, Alabama. Still a lot of wind from the storm last night. That one skips in front of the catcher and gets away. Roch holds up at third, but Lavanda moves up to second. There's 2 runners in scoring position now. And the count is juiced, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. And swung on and missed. Goes down on strikes. And that'll bring up Mills, number 9. 1 away, 2 men still in scoring position. First pitch to Mills is off speed, catches the inside part of the plate, so we got a good pitch mix from Joyner up on the mound. That one misses low. He's not scared to go to his secondary or tertiary pitches. He's got a decent fastball, nice arm slot over the top, and he's going from the windup with runners on second and third. Spins a breaking ball. This one struck the other way, and it eats up the second baseman. That'll drive in one, and Lavanda being waved around. You know what? I'll give him a base hit. Why not? So one swing of the bat drives in 2 runs for Mills. That'll bring up Phelan all the way at the back of the box. Toes on the line. Smothering the plate as the first pitch misses in the dirt or the red-colored turf. Only dirt on the field is the warning tracks and the mound. This one hit the other way, gets in the 3-4 gap for a base knock. Mills being waved all the way around to third. Play, no tag. And Phelan will move up to second on the throw. And that'll be a big 1-out single to put 2 runners in scoring position once again. And Montgomery Catholic looking to break things open here just in the bottom of the first inning. They have a 3-1 lead. That'll bring up Hickman. First pitch to him misses high. And spikes that one, gets away from the catcher, jumps 15 feet in the air. And Mills will come in. Phelan moves up to third. Make it 4-1 now. I want to say these teams they have a little dissonance in rankings. Maybe not rankings, classification is probably the better term. I want to say Montgomery Catholic's like a 5A, Straughn's like a 3A. Don't quote me on that, though. That one misses away. And it's ball 4 to Hickman. 1 out, runners at first and third will bring up Barranco. The 8-hole hitter. They have a chance to bat around here in just the first inning as they lead 4-1 over Straughn. Joyner trying to get out of the jam. Fastball misses high. No chance to get him a second, and you'll see he overslid that one. But Hickman will get a stolen base. And that one misses outside as well. Struggling a little with control. And, you know, these teams will play 2 a day for the next 4 or 5 days. So pitching is going to be a huge factor. Going to need a lot of guys that can throw strikes. Misses high and away again. And I'm sure that turf on the mound does not help either. 3-0 count to Barranco, and that's a called strike. Hitter's count of 3-1. Kicks high, goes to the plate. It's a chopper to the left side. Third baseman cuts it off, and it's an infield single that'll drive in a run. Make it a 5-1 ball game for Montgomery Catholic in just the bottom of the first inning. That's a tough play. Shortstop wasn't charging as fast. Third baseman tried to cut it off, but he would have had to throw on the run. And Barranco was probably already there. So this will bring up Jackson, and Barranco will get a speed-up runner over at first. That'll be Lewis over at first, and he'll take off first pitch, wasting no time. They'll throw down. I think that one would go to the runner. I mean, he was in the base path. Even if he was playing the ball, you can play the ball from out of the base path. I don't know. I don't have my rule book on me today. So Lewis comes in and gets a stolen base. And here's a chopper to the left side, and it's an error. And Jackson will drive in a run. I'm not going to be lenient with that one. I'm sorry, folks. It's an E5, but that one will still get an RBI in the books. And the pitcher will help himself out as well. It's 6-1 in the bottom of the first inning. Still one away. Runners at the corners again. The way he was moving down the line, we'll probably see him take second. And a slow move to third. I thought we were going to see my third to first move. And Catholic has batted around. It's White up for his second cuts. Had a single his first time up. And sure enough, Jackson takes off. No throw. It's the third stolen base for the Knights. Fastball called, strike on the outside part. Even count now, 1-1. That breaking ball misses high. Two-one count to White. And that one plunks him. The second hit by pitch victim so far. And the head coach going to take a second to try and calm Joyner down, or might go to the pen. We'll take a step aside real quick. Catholic leads Straughn 6-1 in just the bottom of the first inning. And Joyner will stay on the mound for the Tigers, and that one misses inside on Rouch, who had an RBI triple earlier in the inning. Bases loaded, only one away. A sacrifice will drive in one. And this one smoked to the right side. It's a tough play for the second baseman. Throw is in time, however. Rouch will ground out, but he drives in another RBI, his second of the day. And that'll bring up Lavanda. Didn't get a chance to swing first time up. He got plunked. But now he comes up with two runners in scoring position and 2 outs. Catholic now leads 7-1. And an early swing, almost like a second swing. His arms moved up, didn't flick the wrist until to like way after. I don't know how to describe that really. One ball, one strike. And that one spiked. Two and one, swung on. And it's Deuces Wild on the board. Lavanda in his second at-bat. Joyner 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. That one misses high. We're going to add some intensity as it comes down to a full count. And this one ripped to the left side. Third baseman keeps it on the infield, but he's safe. That's going to be... I really want to credit that as an infield single. I'm going to. Why not? Another infield single for Montgomery Catholic, and it drives in another run. Lavanda's in the RBI column now. That'll bring up Hudson. Struck out his first time up. He's the cleanup guy. He comes up now with runners at the corners, 2 away. First pitch to him misses high and out. Catholic leads 8-1. Again, there is some dissonance between these two teams. Catholic does have what I would say is a larger selection. I think they're a 5A. And Straughn is either a 3A or a 4A. Spins a breaking ball, and he fouls that one off. One ball, 2 strikes. And this one skied in the air to straightaway center. He's underneath it and makes the grab for out number 3. So a big inning for Catholic in just the first inning. They bat around. And they lead 8-1 as we head into the top of the second. First pitch to Bush is a fastball that misses the zone low. Tigers batting 8-9-1 in this inning. And back-to-back ones skipped off the plate. It's an 8-1 ball game in the top of the second inning. And this one popped up to the right side. And the right fielder calls off the second baseman and makes the grab as he ranges in for that one. It's out number 1. I'd move the camera a little bit as well if you want. Like when play's happening, you can move it as much as you want to. And that'll bring up the 9-hole guy, number 2, Brannon. 1 away, nobody on. And an overthrow as he skips that one in front of the catcher again. He's got some good velocity on his fastball, and he's got a decent curveball. Just struggling with location a little bit as the arm slot's running a little far to the side. He's holding on to it a little too long. And again, also the mound probably can't be helping. This one's got in the air again to right field. And he'll make 2 outs for the inning. Jackson also been good at being a pitch-to-contact guy. Only walked 1 and a hit by pitch earlier. Pretty much everything else has been an out. Only 1 strikeout as well. They're back to the top of their lineup. This is Melvin, the one of 2 Tigers with a hit today. That one misses low and in. This one swung on, ran out of barrel, but he muscled it into the outfield for his second base hit of the day, and he's going to make this an extra base hit as he moves up all the way to second. Well, guys, I don't want to say anything, but he's on his way to the cycle. He's got a single and a double. We'll see how the rest of this game goes. But Melvin doing a great job being the leadoff man. 2 base hits on 2 at-bats. And that one, he was pulling out just a little bit. Didn't get great contact on it, but threw the bat head out there. He did cap it on the end just a little bit, but he had enough muscle behind it to push it above the third baseman's head. And it dropped a foot from the third base line. So the Tigers have a man in scoring position with none away. That'll bring up Radford. Flew out his first time up. And this one in the air to the right side. I knew the right fielder wanted to call that one off just so he could get all 3 outs. But the second baseman ranges over and makes the grab for out number 3. Bottom of the second inning. Montgomery Catholic Knights lead it 8-1 over Straughn. Joyner back out on the mound a little faster than he probably wanted, and this one hit in the air. Well struck to center field, and Mills goes down on a fly out. That'll bring up Fallon. A single his last time up. And jumps back in the box, but makes hard contact right back at Joyner, who will range over and make the out himself. And came out of his cleat to make the flip over at first. That'll bring up Hickman. Walked in the last inning. 2 away, nobody on. That one misses high. Fastball on the inside part, watched for strike 1. A minuscule check swing as that one misses the plate for ball 2. 2-1 now. Fastball skipped on the plate. And it's a hitter's count of 3-1 to Hickman. Little off-speed pitch on the outside part. Tough for strike 2. Fouls this one off. And called strike on the inside part. He wanted that to be ball 4. And Joyner made that strike 3. All right, back just in time from the concession stand. And this is a pinch hitter for Straughn. Swung on and missed. Fastball on the inside part. This is... Ooh. This is a tough font to read for their lineup. I believe it's Chores. Number 10, Chores, will be batting for Ashbury. And that one goes for strike 3. To be fair, it looked like even the coach had trouble writing it down on the paper. And that was the only one too. That'll bring up Grissett for his second at bat. He brought home the only run on a bunt for a hit in the first inning, and he waves at that one. That one low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away, nobody on. Jackson still dealing on the mound. A hefty swing and miss. That one misses inside. Jackson just 2 strikeouts on the mound today, including that last one from Chores. This one hit to the right side. Nice grab from the second baseman. Throws from his back. It's in time at first for out number 2. Great play from the second baseman. Got a wicked hop, kept it in front, threw it from his back. And a nice grab from the first baseman. Mills over at first base, and I believe, is that Coles at second? Great play from Coles. That'll bring up JT Moreno. One of 2 strikeout victims, his first time up. 2 away, nobody on. Fastball. This one drilled into the right center gap. It'll get down for a base hit. He's going to make it 2. Great swing. And JT Moreno with a huge 2-out double. So 2 outs, a man in scoring position for Risler. Hit by a pitch his first time up. And this one popped up, out of play. Hits on top of the third base dugout. Yeah, last night I was a little scared because a ball could still feasibly hit me. It would almost be physically impossible for it to hit us here, so I am a little less worried when pop-ups come. That one, a called strike. Jackson working ahead fast. 0-2. Risler choked up. That one misses low and away. And this one hit to the right side, skips in front of the second baseman. He'll make the play at first in time for out number 3. So, Catholic leads 8-1 as we head into the bottom of the third inning. They're going to try and get this one even more open. First pitch to Barranco. Ball that misses high and outside. An RBI single back in the first inning. And this one out of play down the left field line. We had a little damage here at Riddle Pace Field. The top of the lot complex got a little roughed up by the tents that sat on the concourse out there. Thankfully, the Troy Fire Department did come help out. And they got them cleared from the roof. Fastball misses outside. Two balls, one strike. Fouled off once again. And that one on the roof of the batting cages. Joyner still out on the mound. It was a rough first inning, but came back in the second and put a goose egg on the board. And he's got Barranco 2-2. Fouled off once again. It'll be close to in play. That one does go out. And Barranco will call time. This one, chopper to the left side, going to be a tough play for the third baseman. And he's safe at first, just beat it out by half a step. And Barranco collects another hit. Real tough play for Moreno over at third. Gave a nice throw over there, just not in time. Barranco legged that one out. And I believe Lewis will be the speed-up runner once again. Already has one stolen base to his name. And it's Jackson up to bat now. See, he takes off first pitch. And a low throw. Nice throw. 128 feet over to second base, but that skipped pitch definitely didn't help Moreno behind the plate. No, wait, no, that's Rizzler behind the plate. Lewis collects his second stolen base. We might see him try and take third. That one thrown right at Jackson, who ducks down. It's 2-0 now. Jackson got on base with an error. And he hits this one up the middle. It'll get through for a base hit. Lewis being waved around. Going to be a play at the plate, picked off by Bush at first. And it's another RBI for Jackson. Catholic back to the top of the order again. And Jackson will get a speed-up runner. That'll be Tomes, number 15. Or Toms. Weird spelling. Could be pronounced either way. I could see it both ways. Oof. Hit by a pitch for the second time tonight, but White is on base for the third time tonight. Nobody out. 2 men on for Montgomery Catholic. They lead 9-1 over Straughn in the bottom of the third inning here at the Terry Sikes Memorial Tournament. Coming to you live from Riddle Pace Field here on the campus of Troy University. And it's Rauch stepping up for the third time tonight. RBI triple back in the first inning, and then also drove in another one on a ground out. Two and 0. And a called strike on the breaking ball inside part of the plate. It's 2-1. Slide step to the plate. Breaking ball misses high. Oh, that one may be an off speed. This one well hit to the right side. It'll get on the carpet for an extra base knock. He'll drive in one run. White being waved around. It's going to be a triple for Rauch, his fourth triple of the day, his fourth RBI of the day, excuse me. Second triple of the day. That'll bring up Lavonda. Fastball inside, goes for ball one. An RBI single his first time, his last time up, first time up, got hit by pitch. Swung on and missed for the off speed on the inside part of the plate. 1-1 the count now. Breaking ball misses just outside. Chopper back to the pitcher. Toss it underhand to first in time for out number one. Late on the fastball, just dropped it right in front of Joyner on the mound. So there's one away, one man on, just 90 feet to the plate. That'll bring up Hudson. 0-2 so far today. First pitch to him misses high. No batting gloves for Hudson. That pitch misses outside. Ball two. It's an 11-1 lead, I believe. Run rule is in effect for these tournaments. So if we get to the fifth inning with this score, that'll be it. Nice play from the third baseman. It's thrown in time, but Hudson will bring a run across. Bringing up Mills for his third at-bat. Drove in 2 runs back in the first inning with a loud single. And flew out his last time up. It's 12-1 now. That breaking ball misses high. This one hit high in the air to shallow left field. And he'll make the grab for out number 3. Catholic puts 4 runs on the board in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They now lead 12-1. It's Joyner leading things off for the Tigers in the top of the 4th inning. They trailed 12-1. And that'll be a balk. The ghost runner will move up to second. And that one misses high. It's a hitter's count now to Joyner. Lined out his first time up. This one high in the air to the infield. Out in no man's land, and the shortstop makes the grab. Yeah, that one just in the middle of nowhere. Nobody really decided to call it off. Shortstop was under it enough. And snags it on the roll for out number 1. That'll bring up Bush. Flew out his first time up. And that one popped up out of play. That one misses up and in. Fastball into the 5-6 gap for a base knock. So Bush gets his first hit of the day. And there's 1 runner on with 1 out. And we'll have a pinch hitter in for Brannon. This is Watson, number 4. And swung on and missed for strike 1. And ran out of bat a little early on the swing. Shoulders flew out just a little too much. And Watson's now down 1-2. This one popped up. Might stay in play. Catcher ranges forward and drops in front of Mills. And is that Lavonda behind the plate? Nope, he's over at third. Either way, Watson will stay alive for another pitch. One out, one man on. And this one well struck right back into the 5-6 gap into left field for back-to-back base hits. And Watson will come up with a pinch hit single. And we're back to the top of the order. It's Melvin. 50% of the way to the cycle. He's got a single and a double, and he's going to have an infield single on a nicely placed bunt. Lavanda wasn't ready for it at third. He'll get his third hit of the day. Best spot the Tigers have been in all day. Bases are juiced. Just one out on the board. Radford up at the plate. Jackson is probably wishing for a strikeout. Pretty much anything in play should score a run. He's going from the windup now. And it's a fastball hit to third base. And a nice play to get the force at home. Double play. A 5-2-3. How often do you see that? And they get out of the inning with no runs on the board. Catholic leads 12-1 as we head into the bottom of the fourth inning. Yeah, that's like the only thing they did. I broke my pencil. Dang it, I jinxed them too. I was like, anything in play should work. And then I was going to say, unless it's back to the pitcher. Thank you, Tristan. Thank you for leading the space for us. Tristan. Oh. These bitches were $6. Which is like not good. I don't know. They're okay. But like that was their whole thing. They were like, these are hot. These will make your feet very hot. And like it was $12 for a pack of 2. It took them 2 weeks to get in. No. No, I wish. They're pretty cool. Nike socks on for snow day. With a pair of Kayla's fuzzy socks. I ordered them after snow day. First pitch to Fallon, misses the zone. He's leading things off for Montgomery Catholic. I want to say if they put 3 runs on the board in this inning, we should be out of here early. And this one hit hard in the air to left field. And a nice grab from Grissett. Takes him all the way to the warning track. And that's a loud out number 1. Kind of jammed him on the inside. He didn't get full extension on that ball. I feel like if he barreled that up just a little bit better, that'd be out on the concourse. Or on the football quad. First pitch to Rauch. A pair of triples, 4 RBIs on the game. Wait, no. Sorry, I was in the wrong spot. This is Hickman, number 7. Got sat down last time on an inside strike, similar to that one. I don't know, it looked fine. All the Catholic players are crowding the plate. You got to give the pitcher that inside spot. flips his hips, and takes a hack at that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, nobody on. Hickman still looking for his first hit. That one misses low. It's going to be a full count now, 3-2. That one misses high. Hickman's aboard with a walk for the second time tonight. He has a stolen base to his name. We might see him moving around the base pads. As Barranco comes up. Pair of singles to his name so far. Drove in a run back in the first inning. Hickman will hold up this time as Joyner goes into a slide step. First pitch to Barranco, a called strike. Nice breaking ball, jumps back in the zone for strike 2. Fastball low, going to be a tough throw. Not in time as Hickman gets his second stolen base of the day. It's just a tough throw for Risler. Both times or pretty much every time he's tried to catch someone stealing, it's one he has to catch off the turf. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Misses low again. Risler keeps it in front. Make it 2-2 now. Runner in scoring position as Hickman's at second. Still just 1 out on the board. Catholic leads it 12-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Choked up. Ooh. That one probably missed high. It looked good from here. It's a full count now. Barranco back to the knob with his hands and rung him up on almost an identical pitch, it looked like. And that's Joyner's 3rd strikeout of the night. And the 9-hole batter, Jackson, will foul this one off first pitch. RBI single last time. And also drove in a run on an error. And a stolen bag. Hickman still over at second. Fakes a steal, gets a nice secondary lead, will hold up. It's a 1-1 count now. Fastball hit right down the third base line, fielded cleanly. It's a skip and a dropped throw at first. And great base running from Jackson as he'll move up to second. Nobody was home. I don't know. I might have to give the error to Moreno. I think the throw was just a little too tough, and he's reached on an E5 for the second time tonight. And he'll get a speed-up runner. That'll be Tomes. 2 men in scoring position, 1 swing of the bat. Could make it 14-1. And the Knights back to the top of their lineup. White has been aboard all 3 times. twice. He just had to really earn it with a hit by pitch. This one misses above his head. Hickman with really good secondary leads so far. Everything looks like he's going to take a base. That one misses high. Hitters count now of 2-0 to White. This one, simple ground ball to the shortstop, gets the big hop, and that goes for out number 3. So Catholic doesn't get any runs across in the bottom of the 4th inning. They still lead 12-1 here at Riddle Pace Field. And this is Chores up for his second at bat. Struck out, swinging first time up. That fastball misses outside. Even count now, 1-1. And jumping out of the box just a little bit in a defensive swing. 1-2 the count now. Curveball jumps back into the zone, and Chores goes down on strikes for the second time tonight, this time looking. And Grissett up for the third time. Grounded out last time up, and a jam shot to the right side. Going to have to hustle, going to be a close play at first. And it's thrown away. He's out in right field running for second base. A close play. And he's tagged out 3 feet in front of the base. That was a good job on Miles's part to run over all the way to the fence and get that ball back. So that will be deemed a hit in the Nate Burstead scorebook at least. This one fouled out a play down the left field line. Oh, that's going to be a souvenir for the batting cage roof. Got to be at least $20 worth of balls up on the roof now. And it's JT Moreno. Had a double his last time up. 2 outs. No runners on. Swung on and missed. Nice spot on the inside part of the plate. And rung him up. Jackson strikes out 2 in the top of the 5th inning. And that'll do it. 10 runs after 5 innings. A 12-1 score will be good enough for the Montgomery Catholic Knights to put away the Straughn Tigers here in the Terry Sikes Memorial Tournament in 2025. A lot of the production coming from the first inning, an 8-run first inning. Then they tacked on 4 more to get into run rule range. And they only needed 4 innings to get things done in the bottom half. So that'll do it for Catholic and Straughn as the Knights go home victorious 12-1. We've still got another game coming up for those watching live. Citronelle and Charles Henderson coming up soon. We'll see you in a bit. And that one's going to be an E4. As J.J. Rivers gets on base with one away. That'll bring up Garrett Pitts. And it's a chopper right back to the mound, and it's muffed. That one's going to be an E1. Called strike to start Cohen White. Bases juiced. One out, and it's Citronell in the top of the first inning. Spins a breaking ball. They'll say he went around. It's 0-2. Citronell just north of Mobile. Boy, did they have a long drive to make. Blows it right by him for strike 3. Cohen White goes down on strikes, and it's Jaden Slagner up to bat. Ducks on the pond, 2 away. That pitch misses outside. It's a fastball. That one fouled off and rolls back down the net. Charles Henderson fell to Ayrton last night in Hogan's Hole to kick off the Terry Sikes Memorial Tournament. Final score, Ayrton 9. Charles Henderson 6. It's a 2-1 count. Charles Henderson looking to get out of the inning with no damage done. Foul tipped. Oh, a jam shot or a cap shot. Not going to feel good on the hands this evening. Last night it was cool. Tonight it's cold. Fouls that one off, hangs in there. Deuces Wild on the board. The 2-2 pitch once more. Hit the other way. That's going to be a base hit and an RBI. It's going to be more than an RBI. It's going to be 2. And that'll put Citronell on the board in the top of the first inning. And Jaden Slagner drives in 2 with a big 2-out single. Bringing up Jacob Surratt, number 16. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Ooh, that one just misses outside. That's ball 1. That one misses high and away, 2-0. And Kellen Stewart, the catcher for Charles Henderson, going to call timeout. This is not a great night for baseball, I won't lie to you. It's cold. I know Stewart's hands are getting destroyed with every pitch. And anything on the handle or on the end of the bat is going to sting some hands. That one misses the zone as well. It's 3-0 now. The wind still ripping Riddle pace. And a fastball on the outside part finds the zone. It's a 3-1 count. Swung on and missed. Now they'll call a foul tip. Still snagged by Stewart. It would be a live ball either way. And both runners will be moving on the pitch. 3-2 with 2 outs. And rung him up. He goes down watching. Citronelle puts 2 runs on the board in the top of the first inning. You're watching live on CS2. Charles Henderson gets their first at bat coming up next. Leading things off, Clay Johnson knocks one the other way. It's fielded cleanly by the shortstop, thrown out at first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Nice hit from Clay Johnson to hit it the other way, but the shortstop, I believe that's C.C. Noyd, didn't let that hop beat him up. This one ripped in the air to straightaway center. Makes a beat on it. Makes a grab. 2 pitches, 2 swings, 2 outs. I know my high school coach, Mr. Adam Foster, he had a saying, we do not give up a 3-pitch inning. We do not let it happen. So If he was down the third base line, Kellen Stewart would not be swinging here regardless. Doesn't either way, so it'll at least have to be 4 or more to get the job done. It's a called strike on the outside part of the plate. 2 outs, nobody on. And skips that one in front of the plate. It's Toby Rowell on the mound for Citronelle. And right back to him. It'll be 1 unassisted to end the inning. 3 quick outs for Citronelle. And they lead 2-0. Top of the second. Citronelle leads 2-0. And that one ran too far inside for Wyatt Nelson as he pops that one up. That one misses low and in. It's Clay Johnson on the mound for Charles Henderson. 2 strikeouts so far. Spins a breaking ball. That one just misses inside. Two 1 count now to Nelson. And it's ripped the other way into left field for a base knock. Good piece of hitting for Nelson as he takes that one the other way, muscles it into left field. And the leadoff man is aboard. That'll bring up Caden Richardson with 1 man on, nobody away. Real late swing, but just fouls that one off the backstop. Pass balls are almost guaranteed to move you up 90 feet. Huge backstop here at Riddle Pace Field. And Johnson mixes it up there. Gets Richardson chasing low and in. And he's toe on the line. Crowding the plate, 0-2. Out misses well outside. Fouls that one off, stays alive. Richardson's a 9-hole batter. There's nobody away. The Wildcats going to get back to the top of their lineup with Noyd. And Johnson tosses back to first just to keep Nelson honest. Nelson not really a huge lead, but just got to keep an eye on him. Breaking ball. Hit to the left side. Vaznian throw to second. No, he dropped it. No. He'll be out. They'll call it on the transfer. And Richardson will reach on a fielder's choice. Great job by Vaznian. Make a nice throw to second to get the lead man. So there's still a runner on first, just a different name over there. And it's C.C. Noyd. Ready for his second cuts. Hit right back up the middle. The shortstop makes an incredible diving play across the hemisphere of the infield and makes a backhanded flip to get the lead runner once again. Back-to-back fielder's choices for Richardson and Noyd. That'll bring up Reed. And a quick move as he steps off. Not in time as Noyd didn't really have his full lead just yet. And this time they'll go an inside move. Still nothing doing. Reed's asking why. Johnson to the plate and fouled that one off. His leg, I know in this cold it does not feel any better. Hello. Oh. So that one fell through the netting because there is a little gap in between the roof and the net. I don't think it would be possible for it to hit us, but what just happened could definitely happen. And this one's... Oh, a great diving play for out number 3. The Trojans keep the Wildcats quiet in the top of the second with some incredible defense. But Citronelle still leads 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
That was a crazy catch.
Yeah, no, that... It's Cooper Johnson now. Leading things off for the Trojans in the bottom of the second. And skips that one just behind home plate. It's a hitter's count now, 2-0. And that one misses high. 3-0 to start Cooper Johnson. And 4 straight balls to Johnson. He's the first Trojan aboard. And he'll get it for free. That'll bring up Chase Vaznian. First pitch misses low, and Rowell slips on the mound. Again, I don't know how well it picks up on camera, but they have a runway of turf covering the pitcher's mound, and Johnson will get an easy stolen base. And the Trojans now in scoring position. Rowell to the mound. Vaznian nails the second baseman in the ankle. Johnson being held up at third as this throw comes in. Johnson will move up now on the pass ball. And Vaznian will have a makeshift triple. I don't even know how you'd score that one. You don't see that every day. Just great base running by Johnson and Vaznian to get all the way around. And now he's just 90 feet away. And a base hit or a pass ball or even a fly out should be enough to tie this game up at 2. And it's Trenton Bryan now in a big spot to tie this one up. Coach comes out to talk to Rowell. This one skied out of play down the left field line. Nails the roof of the lot center as if it hasn't taken enough damage in the past few days. That roof got assaulted by a pair of tents that normally sit on the concourse or the platform right out there. Thank you, Mother Nature. I hope the repairs are not coming out of my tuition. 1-1 count now to Bryan. That one misses low and in. Fastball swung on right back up the middle for a base knock, and that'll tie this game up at 2. Great piece of hitting from Bryan. That's exactly what a coach preaches. Hit it where it came from. That's exactly what he did, right back up the middle. And Vaznian comes across with ease. That'll bring up Will Watkins. They'll toss behind. Close play at first, but he's back in safe. Squares around a bunt. And that one goes off the handle. He'll take off for second. Throw not in time. Brian gets an easy stolen base to his name. And the Trojans have a man in scoring position. Nobody out. Game tied at 2. And Will Watkins at the plate. Squares the bunt again. Gets it down. They'll throw over to third. And that'll be a fielder's choice. But didn't sacrifice anybody in the process. White came and crashed, threw it across the diamond. They were trying to get Brian out at third. Too bad he didn't get the memo. He held up at second. So now it's Ben Cochran. The 8-hole batter. He'll square around a bunt. Pulls it back as that one misses the zone. And we got Jam Burney, absent in last night's game. He's in the lineup tonight as the 9-hole batter. Pulls back again to get a hitter's count of 2-0. Rowell frustrated. Rightfully so, struggling to find the zone. Ask him what his defense is doing. Crowd trying to calm him down. That one misses the zone as well. That one, I don't know if he's yelling at the umpire or the catcher. It's a 3-0 count now. One more ball to load the bases. Called, strike low and away. A good spot. They'll have White crashing. If he does try to lay this one down, try to put it hard down the third base line so that Rowell can't move over there. We'll see if he does that. And he'll pull back. That goes for ball 4. Cochran is aboard. And the bases are juiced with nobody out. It's Jam Burney up at the plate. Ducks on the pond. Nobody out. Fouls this first pitch off. Up, it happened again. Ball fell back into the stands as it rolled in the gap between the roof of the Troy Baseball Complex and the net. He'll get the ball. Oh, nope. That one rolls foul as it jumped off the bottom of the bat. No balls. 2 strikes. A huge spot for Jam Burney. But Clay Johnson on deck, ready to clear the bases with one swing. And the 0-2. Called, strike 3. Spins a breaking ball. Burney doesn't chase. Umpire says it got enough of the zone. Now it's Clay Johnson. Grounded out first time. Corners playing in. Middle infielders holding back, trying to roll 2. If it's hit to 1, 3, or 5, they're normally going to be shooting for home. And it's a chopper right back at the pitcher. Out of position. He's got to throw to first to get one man, and he does. Johnson grounds out again, but this time has an RBI, and the Trojans take the lead. It's 3-2 in the bottom of the second inning. 2 away, 2 runners in scoring position. And it's Owen Pugh at the plate. Flew out first time. Looking to increase the lead. And a pitcher's pitch on the outside part. Goes for strike 1. Swung on and missed. Pitch in the same spot. Doesn't have enough bat to reach it. And it's 0-2. Got to protect. I don't know. A 1A or 2A umpire definitely would have called that. That one does miss well outside, however. 1-2. Foul tipped. Grabbed for strike 3. So the Trojans put 3 runs on the board to take the lead 3-2 in the bottom of the second inning. We'll see what the third has for us. Johnson still dealing on the mound as he throws a first pitch off speed on the inside part to J.J. Rivers. Reached on an error his last time. And the fastball misses outside. It's 1-1. And Vazin, they don't call it the hot corner for nothing. As he rips that one out of the air for a loud out number 1. Unless he caught that on 100% web. I know his hand is burning right now. I'll bring up Garrett Pitts, the 4-hole batter for the Wildcats. Reached on an error last time as well. This one called on Clay Johnson. And get me over fastball. Nice spot. And it's 2-1 now. 1 away, nobody on. Oh, rings the Liberty Bell. And Pitts is aboard on a hit by pitch. The crowd saying he inherited a hard head from his father. Seems to be all right over at first base. First pitch fastball. I think Stewart almost could have framed that into a strike. Drew him away a little too far. And it's Cohen White up at the plate now. Struck out first time up. And there it is, a little low. But he pushes his glove back in the zone. And it's an even count, 1-1. Pitts over at first. Johnson goes home. And it skips in front of Stewart, keeps it in front. White went down swinging first time. And we're one strike away from it happening again. It's 2-2 now. Johnson to the plate, waves at that one for strike 3. That'll bring up Jaden Slagner. Drove in 2 runs with a single back in the first inning. All of Citronell's runs came from his bat. And that first pitch misses inside. Stewart, and he's caught stealing. Stewart throws out another one. So it's 3-2 as we head into the bottom of the third. Trojans lead. Kellen Stewart leading things off for the Trojans. In the bottom of the third inning, they lead 3-2 over the Citronell Wildcats. Citronell had a pretty hefty drive this morning, all the way from just north of Mobile, I was told. And they'll be going back home tomorrow. Two 2-0 to start Stewart. A ground out victim his last time up. Center fielder drifted way over to right, and this one will skip in front of the right fielder for a base knock. And it's a loud leadoff single for Kellen Stewart. That's his first hit of the night. Get a name on the speed up runner for Charles Henderson that just came in for Stewart. Woo, close one over at first. Pulls back a bunt. This is Cooper Johnson. Walked on 4 straight balls his first time up. And this one skips past the first baseman. And safe at second. It's number 12. I don't have him on either. Sorry, that's Wilson Jones. Wilson Jones, the pinch runner. He was in the lineup last night. So Jones at second now. Johnson at the plate. That one misses inside. 3-0. Johnson hasn't seen a strike yet tonight. And that'll be the first one. Nothing to wave at, though, especially 3-0. As that one was low and away, but caught a piece of the zone. And it's a hitter's count of 3-1. Pops that one up. Out of play. It's a full count now to Johnson after starting 3-0. Check swing. Missed outside. They don't have an umpire over there. But Johnson walks for the second time tonight. From my vantage point, he didn't go around. And the field umpire, who wouldn't have the best angle of it, called him safe as well. So, runners on first and second. Nobody out. Chase Vazdian squares to bunt. And lays that one down right on top of his foot. Bat head went well over the baseball. You got to completely square it up for a really good bunt. Anything too high or too low, that's going to pop it up or put it foul. And first baseman ranges over to the third baseline. And that's a bunt for a hit for Chase Vazdian. That's his second hit of the day, and it juices the bases. Trenton Bryan up now. Had an RBI single back in the second inning. There's nobody out. Ducks on the pond. Just a lot of defensive breakdowns for Citronelle so far. That's a low called strike. Right back at the pitcher into center field for 1 run. Johnson safe at home as well. That's a 2 RBI swing for Trenton Bryan, and he's got 3 ribbies on the night. And the athletic trainers will check on Rowell. I don't think it actually hit him. I want to say it just missed his glove, but I don't know. From my angle, it almost just scared him more. It honestly scared me. You never want to see a pitcher get hit. One, they don't have a helmet. Two, it's coming out faster than how hard they served it. So it's good that he was able to jump out of the way of that one. Granted, it cost him 2 runs. ERA is not going to like it, but the ER will. And that one rolls foul down the third base line. As Will Watkins steps up, reached on a fielder's choice last time. And there's 2 runners on. Vaznian over at second. Bryan over at first. Still nobody out. They'll square to bunt again. They'll say he went around. Vaznian caught sleeping, and he's safe at second. Rowell is livid with his entire defense. He's had enough of the errors and the small ball getting away from him. A lot of miscues from this Citronelle defense. And Rowell's had enough. He says, I'm throwing strikes. And I think we'll take a second for the fire engine to head out. Oh and 2 right across the heart of the plate. A get-me-over curveball. And Watkins just didn't give chase. That'll be a backwards K in the scorebook. And there's 1 away now for Ben Cochran. First pitch misses low. Cochran walked last time. Movement down in the Citronelle bullpen. Rowell, 3 strikeouts so far tonight, paired with 3 walks. Trojans lead 4-2. That one misses low. And it's 30 to number 24. He'll square to bunt, but it's a called strike. White over at first has done a lot of moving. Anytime the Trojans get somebody on base, they're squaring to bunt to either just make them throw a ball or to try and get it for a hit. Wildcats have held the third baseman back as he just needs to stay home on that bunt defense. But Rowell doesn't really shift over to the third base side quick enough. And like we saw before, White even came over to the third base side to try and make a play. Full count. That one misses outside, ball 4. Cochran aboard for the second time tonight via walk. That'll bring up Jam Burney once again. Got sat down looking. Now he's got the bases loaded. Just 1 out. Anything in play should score a run. The corner's playing in the grass. He'll square to bunt, gets it down in front of the first baseman. Did he get out of the way? They'll say safe. First baseman did not get the tag off. Now, does that count for an error? Or does that count? All right, we'll break the rules. We'll say it's an infield single. So Burney jumps out of the way and drives in a run on a single at least for right now. He'll get the RBI either way. His average and on-base percentage will really be determined on this next call. He's safe. I mean, I don't know what the field judge would have declared on that one. The home plate umpire has the only and best view of it. And I'm sure Rowell is losing his marbles, especially because of that one. As a pitcher, you really have to rely on your defense, and he's just not able to so far tonight, and he's had enough. This one's got in the air. That'll be out of play down the third base line. And we'll add to the collection of baseballs on top of the lot complex batting cage. Corners playing in on the grass. Ground ball to them. They'll shoot 4. Middle infielder set up in double play position. Center fielder shifted into right field just a little bit for Clay Johnson, who's up for the 3rd time tonight. Pair of ground outs, but did drive in a run last time up. And this one ripped into center field, gets down for a base hit. All runners hold up. Nobody's covering the bases, and no force out is applied. So Johnson drives in his 2nd RBI. Great piece of hitting. Again, sent it right back where it came from. Got full extension on that one. And it fell in front of the center fielder. Trojans lead 7-2 now over Citronelle. And it's Owen Pugh. Struck out last time. Now he's got every base occupied with just 1 out. Anything out of the infield should score a run. And that one will get away from the catcher. And they'll plate another one as Cochran comes in to score on the wild pitch. And we'll get another speed up. With number 19, that's Flowers over at second now. And it's a 2-0 count to Pugh. 2 runners in scoring position. This one hit the other way in the air. It's going to be a tough play down the right field line. It gets down for a base hit. Both runners tag. Pugh will move up on the throw. That one gets away. There's nobody there. That's into the dugout. All runners will advance 1. And Owen Pugh has a makeshift triple, excuse me. It'll go down as a single in the scorebook, but he's standing on third with 1 swing of the bat regardless. And time will be called. We will probably see a pitching change. I don't see anybody in the bullpen. Runner just 90 feet away as Pugh will walk in on Stewart's second base hit of the night. He'll pick up his first RBI. And just a great piece of hitting on the first pitch from Kellen Stewart, who should be QB1 next year for the Trojans, or was QB1 for the Trojans this year. And yeah, second visit of the inning. Rowell will have to come out. ERA going to be a little inflated. It's going to look like the price of eggs for a while, but hopefully some more innings and a little more practices as this team gets deeper into the season, and it'll probably chill out just a little bit. We'll get a look at this new arm. We'll take a short break. One out, one man on. I am very distorted. Should be fine now. Yeah, there we go. And that'll be a stolen base for Wilson Jones, who came in to relieve Stewart. It's Briar Leggett out on the mound now. This runner, if Jones does come across, won't count against his ERA. It'll inflate Rowell's just a little bit more if he does come across. But he's in scoring position now with Cooper Johnson up at the plate. Johnson's walked twice, and he's on pace to do it again as it's 2-0. That one misses away. It's 3-0. He's not entertained. The only strikes he's seen started when he was 3-0 last time, and he knows he's probably about to see the best pitch of the at-bat with this one, and he's not going to be able to swing. I lied. It missed outside. So 6 Bs on Cooper Johnson's scorecard. That'll bring up Chase Vaznian, who's had a pair of singles and drove in a run. Ooh. I know he wants that one back. That one might have been a little low for him to pull the trigger. No balls, no strikes, but Trojans lead 11-2. They've scored 8 runs here in the bottom of the third inning. And Vaznian will take that one off the thigh. And he's on base for the third time tonight. Here's Trenton Bryan. Pair of singles, 3 RBIs, and a stolen base. He could drive in 2, if not 3. With one swing of the bat. First pitch to him, misses the zone. Just 1 out on the board. Center fielder still shifted over to right. Leggett from the windup. That fastball misses low. Hitters count. That one an off speed. Nice spot on the inside part. Bryan took a hefty step. Didn't want to waste his first swing. And now it's 2-1. Fastball ran out of bat as he hits that cap shot over the backstop. It's an even count now, 2-2. Bases loaded. This one slugged into center field, and it burns the center fielder. 1 run will score. 2. Vaznian being waved around, and it's an inside the park home run. Trenton Bryan. 4 RBIs, 1 swing of the bat. And boy, that has blown this game wide open. 15-2, 12 runs scored in the bottom of the third. Trenton Bryan responsible for 6 of the Trojans' 15 runs. Nope, I'm sorry, 7. 7 of their runs. And I do have to say that's a tough one for the center fielder. 1, out of position. 2, that ball is tailing away from him. It's pretty much everything's going to tail towards the left field line on that side. So that was tailing away from him. And of course, the wind's blowing 15,000 miles an hour every which way, blowing out towards center field. So that's a tough play to make, but I would say Bryan got every bit of that ball. And I don't think that was really catchable in the first place. I don't think that was really to the fault of the center fielder. So it's a hitter's count now of 3-1 to Will Watkins, still looking for his first base hit. Swung on and missed. It'll load the count, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Just a fastball right on the middle outside part of the plate. You got to pull the trigger on that one. Watkins goes down looking for the second time tonight. So Leggett wins the battle that time. And it's Ben Cochran at the plate now. Just like Johnson. Walked his first 2 times up. He's looking to swing as he pops that one. And if it was banana ball, that would be an out, but not here, no. It's 15-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Trojans in their 8-hole right now. And Cochran squares this one up and eats up the shortstop and rolls into center field. Ben, I'm so sorry. That has to be an E6, though. Just hits the side of Noid's glove, rolls into center field. On base percentage, still 1,000. Now it's Jam Burney. RBI single his last time up. Now he's got 2 outs, man at first. And he'll start 1-0. This one hit high in the air to the left side of the field. Third baseman's under it and makes the snag for out number 3. So, a pretty moderate 12 runs for the Trojans in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They lead 15-2 over the Citronelle Wildcats. So a loud meeting with the team in the Citronelle dugout. First pitch swung on. And a nice play from the shortstop for out number 1. That's Will Watkins over at short. A nice scoop, nice throw, nice out. So an easy start for Johnson. And that's a base hit into right field. Nice piece of hitting. Took it the other way on the first pitch. And there's a runner on with 1 out. And he'll get a speed up runner. That'll be Braden Daniel, number 17. That one gets by Stewart. And Daniel will move up to second on the pass ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Good spot on the outside. Just missed the plate. Just a bit outside. Nice spot on the inside part of the plate. It's a 2-1 count. Right back where it came from into center field for a base knock. And Daniels will come around to score. Citronell's back on the board. It's 15-3. Wyatt Nelson, his second base knock of the night. And it's Caden Richardson, reached on a fielder's choice last time up. 1 out on the board, 1 man on. Waves at that one a little early, ran out of bat as that one was on the outside part. This one hit to the right side. And a skip pass, he's safe, beats the force out. And another fielder's choice. They just don't. He popped in plain sight for the second time tonight. That time he didn't have to sacrifice anybody. It's CC Noyd, also reached on a fielder's choice last time. Trojans are adamant about getting the lead runner. They just missed him that time. And Johnson misses the zone. It's 1-0. 1 out on the board. Trojans have the lead 5-fold. 15-3. Fastball misses above the zone. 2 runners on. Richardson at first. Nelson at second. And head coach Chase Smart coming out there to talk to Johnson. I'm sure this probably feels like coming to a childhood home for Smart. Played here for a number of years. Knows Riddle Pace like the back of his hand. Trying to calm Johnson down, see how much he's got left. He's thrown 3 1/3 so far. We'll see how far he goes. This is his third time facing the Wildcats. So they might have a better beat on him now. Fastball has slowed down just a little bit. Doesn't pop the mitt as good as it did back in the first inning, but it looks like he's still got some gas left. Struggling to find the zone this at bat, though. And runs that one a little too inside. Noyd's aboard with a 4-pitch walk. I think if we do see another walk from Johnson, that might be the end of the night for him. That one just a little below the zone. Stewart tried his best to frame it. And his base is loaded. 1 out. Johnson going from the windup. And that one fouled off. This is James Reed at the plate. Grounded out last time. This one fouled off. I mean, don't call it a comeback. They just got 1 run now. But they're at least buying themselves another inning and making it harder for the Trojans to be able to send them home in the 4th. As this one skied in the air to left field. Camped under it and drops it. Goes right through his glove. 1 run will score. And another one will come in. It's 2 RBIs on an E7. James Reed don't care. He's on first, and he's got 2 RBIs to his name. Would have been an RBI regardless, but just a muff on the catch out in left field. Still 1 out on the board. And it's called strike on the inside part. (15-5). It's just a 10-run game now. This one fouled off. Dugout has a second wind in them. They had a dead silent meeting just down the first base line at the start of the inning, and now this team has brand new life in them. A capper hit to the right side. They'll call him out at second, and they'll throw home. This one just thrown to the backstop. Pugh arguing interference. To be honest, I wasn't exactly looking for it. He's looking for an interference call, which would automatically make the batter out. Honestly, it looked like he kind of came off the bag. And they'll call him safe at first regardless. So they'll play another one. And they'll at least survive through the 5th if they can hold the Trojans scoreless. Oh, Lord. How am I going to score that one? That is the question. Fielder's choice, 2 RBIs, I believe. That's what we'll have for now. But J.J. Rivers will put across some more. It's 15-6. They've gotten themselves out of run rule territory for now, as they've dropped a 4 spot in the top of the 4th inning. 2 away, as they did get that man at second on the force out. And fouls that one off on the jam shot. And there's a hits Pitts for the second time tonight. Checking for a ball magnet. And it's Cohen White at the plate. Pair of strikeouts. He's gone down swinging twice. We'll see what he can do with 2 runners on and 2 away. Called strike. Inside half of the plate has been established as the pitcher's territory. He'll take off for third. Stewart doesn't have a place. That one skips in front of him. Had to hit his knees for it. And Rivers will collect a stolen base. Runners at the corners now. We'll see if they send Pitts. He's been caught stealing once tonight. That one outside on Stewart. Oh, first baseman not in position to throw behind. Brian was already in fielding position. If he'd have stayed at first, they could have tossed behind the runner. Oh, this one into the gap. Oh, my goodness. And the Trojan defense comes up in diving fashion once again. Yeah, you should be seeing that tomorrow morning on Sports Center. An incredible grab to save 2 runs. But Citronelle tacks on 4 in the top of the 4th inning. Trojans lead 15-6. No, I'm going in the dugout. So what would be a 15-8 ball game is 15-6 after that incredible snag to end the inning. This one skied, it's out of play. Banana ball. That would be an out if we were in Savannah. And this one's got in the air, going to be fair down the third base line. A tough spot. Left fielder ranges for it. Makes a sliding catch. That's allowed, out number 1. As Johnson flies out to start the inning, he overran that one. Flipped his glove out and had to stop himself by sliding. It's a great play in a ridiculously tough spot. That'll bring up Owen Pugh. Drove in 2 runs with a base hit last time. Nobody to drive in now but himself. 1 out to start the bottom of the 4th inning. That one skips behind the plate. It's 2-0. A little late on that swing, but he fouls it off. Going to protect the zone here. 1-2. Oh, a pitcher's pitch. Excuse me, it was 2-1 on that last one. It is now 2-2. Breaking ball misses well above the zone. Going to have some suspense here as the count is full. Pugh 1 for 3 on the night. Trying to make it 500. And that it will. Throw across the diamond will. That has to be ruled an infield hit. But a great play by the third baseman. Full extension. Full extension. A great throw across the diamond. There's just not. Pugh would have to be skipping down the line to get thrown out on that one. He'd have to be Manny Machado to make that play. Kept it from being an extra base hit at least. Oh. And that one nails him when he's not wearing the armor. Kellen Stewart trots down to first base on a tough hit by pitch. That one was loud. I don't know if that hit a shell of his he's got in his back pocket or a bone, but oof. Did it not sound fun? And Coach Smart coming out to check on him. It looks like it nailed his back arm, back elbow where he's holding. And we're going to hope he's all right and can come back out to catch next inning. He'll do a quick inside move. You don't see that very often. Normally on a quick step-off move, he'd spin the other way. I digress. Called strike on the outside part. Nice spot. That's the first pitch strike that Cooper Johnson has seen all night. He's walked 3 times. He doesn't even have an at-bat in this game, technically. This is his first time going to the plate. And a jam shot. That one's going to hurt the hands. And a race to first base. He'll step on it and make the out. He is not going to be getting on the Xbox tonight. Those are going to be stinging throughout the rest of the weekend. I know that swing hurt. It's Chase Vaznian. 1,000 on base percentage, 1,000 batting average so far tonight. That one misses low. He got caught in the crossfire last time. Also has a pair of singles and drove in a run. He's got 2 men in scoring position with 2 outs. Trojans lead 15-6. And fouls that one off on a second thought swing. Even count, 1-1. This one drilled in the left center gap. That's going to be into doubles alley. 1 run will score. Here comes 2. Vaznian going to be waved around looking for a triple. Head first dive. He swim moves and he's in. 2 RBIs come across. 1 swing of the bat from Vaznian. And we're now back into run rule territory, 17-6. Oh, ran out of bat. That's not the play. No. No, not with 2 outs. So Brian gets lucky on that fielder's choice. With 2 outs, you got to throw that to first. I don't know what they were trying to do with Vaznian. We'll count that as a mind game from Vaznian. He had that planned out. Try and save Brian. So it's Will Watkins. Still hasn't had a hit tonight yet. He's gone down looking at strikes his last 2 at-bats. Now he's got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Put the ball in play his first time up, reached on a fielder's choice. And a jam shot hit foul. Comes set, and the kick step. They'll take second as they throw that back to first. Back to the pitcher. So Bryan with his second stolen base tonight. Vazdian over at third. And now there's two men in scoring position. 2 strikes. Again, a 1A. 1A ref maybe, but... yeah, no, not there. That one missed well outside. Really wanted Watkins to chase. Didn't get it. 2-2. That one misses high. Full count now. This one, Chopper. Going to be a tough play for the third baseman. On the run. Makes it in time at first for out number 3. Trojans answer back. They get ahead. This is going to be the last 3 outs for the Citronelle Wildcats. We'll be back for the top of the 5th. Citronelle. And a balk ghost runner moves up to third now. It's Jaden Slagner up for the 3rd time tonight. As Clay Johnson will be relieved by Cooper Johnson. No relation. No, they're more than likely related. So they go from a lefty to a righty. This one high in the air to the infield. Pugh calls it off. And the captain makes the grab for out number 1. And here's Jacob Surratt, a single last time up. Got things going for that 4 spot. Last inning. Starts this one off with a strike on him. And jumping back on the swing. He's diving out just a little bit. Anything outside, he's not going to be able to keep up with. Ooh. On the well-declared inside part of the plate, that one just misses. It's 1-2. That one misses high and outside. Evened up, 2-2. That one misses low. So he's battled back. It's full up. Fouled off. He'll see another one. One away. Nobody on. This one right back up the middle. And it eats up the second baseman. So that'll be an E4 for Jacob Surratt. But Trojans have a chance to turn two to end this one, maybe. As Wyatt Nelson steps up for the third time. 2 for 2 with a pair of base hits. And Surratt over at first. 17-6, the Trojans lead. Stewart keeps that in front. Good to see he's back out there. He got nailed, hit his back arm. No, excuse me, no. Yeah, his right shoulder would be his lead. But got hit in the right arm last inning. Looked like it was right on his elbow, but he shook that one off, and he's back out there. And a 1-1. Called strike on the outside part. Johnson. And that one misses the zone well outside. The 2-2. Oh, that one a lot closer than the last one, but still just a little bit outside. Up the middle. They got one, but he's safe at first. Tagged him on the face. Fielder's choice for Wyatt Nelson. And we've got Caden Richardson, who's reached both times on a fielder's choice. No. They've got a pinch hitter in. This will be number 28. Oh, goodness. I got like the third page of the lineup, so the graphite does not render well. I believe it's Uriah Stagner. Or Uriah? Number 28 for Citronelle. That's what we'll go with for now. That one called strike. Just got the outside black. Oh, Stewart could end it with a cut. Oh, no, off Vaznian's glove at third. Not going to make a difference. But it'll help out his run scored column. Still a 10-run lead. So this is still the final out that Citronelle has to give. And this one snagged out of the air. by Cochran, and that'll be your ball game. Charles Henderson, a run rule victory, 17-7 in the Terry Sikes Memorial Tournament as they defeat Citronelle in run rule fashion. I want to thank everybody for watching day 2 of the Terry Sikes Tournament, whether on Facebook, on YouTube, or on Channel 2, or on tape delay on any of those aforementioned. Later this week, we'll be back tomorrow night for 2 of the final games of that day, and the next day, and the next day. But we want to thank everybody for watching tonight, and we'll see you next time.